Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. How y'all doing? Man, oh man, it's a kind of a nasty day out there today. Let me tell you. It's a little overcast. Well, it's a lot overcast, and it is been raining most of the morning. I hope you guys are staying nice and warm and out of the rain if you have any, out of the snow if you have any of that. So let's say some good mornings to all these fine people. And right out of the gate, Miss D spills the tea. Come rolling in hot with one gifted membership. Thank you so much, Miss D. And then she turned around and hit us with a $10. Let me go find that real quick. There it is right there. Good morning and thank you, Miss D spills the tea. To keep the lights on or the printer filament, either one. You're right on, right on. Thank you, Miss D. Greatly appreciated, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
All right, now let's get saying hello to some of these fine people today. We got D Spills of Tea. We got Scent Patty. Mr. Paul Voss is in the house. Good morning, sir. How you doing? How you doing? Brenda, how you doing? Jim, good morning. All righty, all righty. I think I seen Brenda. Yeah, there she is. There's Jim again. Miss Tammy, good morning, young lady. Good morning, Mr. Dirt. Big Dirt's in the house. Yeah. All right, let's scroll on down here. Lisa, good morning. Good morning. Jack Miles, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Morning again. I stepped away to make breakfast. Mom and I had hamburgers last night. I cooked them out on the grill. And whenever I cook hamburgers, I always cook 4 patties. I'll usually eat a double decker, and then she'll eat one, and I'll always put one in the refrigerator. And so that's what I had for breakfast this morning. I just heated me up that hamburger patty and had me a little hamburger. Yeah, that sounded good. Looking around, how you doing? How you doing? Good morning, good morning. Oh, Michael's in the house. Good morning, good morning. All righty, Nancy, how you doing, girl? How you doing? All right, Jen Thunder's in the house. Good morning, lady. Good morning, good morning. Pickle Tank, good morning, girly girl. Glad to see you back. Hope you're feeling a whole lot better, girl. Roy, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Good morning, good morning. All right, let's go. Ivory, or yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. Wishing everyone a wonderful day. Well, right back at you, right back at you. Thank you so much. Greg, good morning, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Oh my goodness, we got lots of people in here already. Man, there's already 85 of you fabulous people hanging out. Tor Hill, good morning. Good morning, young lady. All the way from Norway. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Who else? Scent Patty's in the house. Good morning. Okay, we'll scroll on down. Asta, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Okay, we'll get scrolled on down and caught up. See what we got going on. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about today, boys and girls. Randy filed a motion yesterday asking for lawyer's fees for all of these attempts trying to serve old paint chips. Boy, we're going to be taking a look at that today. And a lot of you guys in the chat probably know who I watch so you don't have to over on Facebook. I know a lot of you guys probably know who she is. Oh, Jack, what you got to say, brother? Hey, Fleesa, enjoy the audit. Get bent. Banana bread, printer filament. Thank you so much, Jack. Oh, you guys always have some of that fun stuff to put out there. I like it. I like it a lot. Let me get caught up. Oh, here comes Pickle Tink in with a $10. What you got to say, girl? Good morning, Mr. Coop. For whatever, she says. Well, that'll help keep the lights on for quite a while. Thank you so much, Pickle Tink. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and then we got Michael come rolling in with 5 memberships. Wow. And I hadn't been starring all these like I said I was going to do. Dadgummit. I better try and get them real quick before I lose them in the sea. All right. I think I got everybody else is already there. Okay. So we're caught up. Thank you so much. Michael, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. I love it when you guys do memberships. Curb, what is that? Curb Cat got it. Or Kirby Cat. Okay, Kirby Cat got it. Mary got it. Oh, Deborah got one. Bill got one. Kathy got one. Welcome aboard. Welcome all the new kooks. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the jungle. Right, right, right. I'm so over winter. Can't wait till spring gets here. I hear you on that. I hear you on that. I mean, of course, what we have down here in Florida is nothing compared to what a lot of you guys have up there up north. I really feel bad for a lot of you guys up north that get all that really, really cold weather, you know, starting around October and running through March. I do not miss that stuff at all. Melanie, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Right on, right on. Shanemesis. Good morning, Shanemesis. It always brightens my day when I see all you guys in here, but for some reason, when Shanemesis shows up, you know it's going to be a fun day. Good morning, Shanemesis. All right, all right. Oh my goodness. And I saw Mercedes. I still can't see her, but I see all of you guys saying hi to her and everything. She is still a mod. As far as I know, they haven't taken her mod powers. I still can't see her, but hey, she's here. Just know that I know you're here, Mercedes. Thank you for being here, girl. Yes, yes, yes. Gary, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Let's see who else is in here that I missed. If I haven't said your name so far this morning, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning. Joey Fleetwood in the house. What's happening, brother? What's happening? But yeah, we're gonna be talking a little bit about. Sorry about that, guys. Went down the wrong windpipe. Oh, what you got to say? Looking around, come flying in with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Missy got one. Jan got one. Allie Rodell got one. Willie got one. And who else got one? Shane got one. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard to all the new cooks. Thank you so much for all of the love you guys are showing this morning. It's greatly appreciated. Welcome to the jungle to all the new kooks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Means a lot to me. All right, who else we got in here that's new? Joe, there's MS Coast Life. How you doing? Good morning. Yeah, you're having a nasty day from yesterday, and we're cold as heck. Yeah, yeah. Yesterday was a beautiful day. It was in the 70s yesterday. Sun was shining, had a little bit of wind, but it was an absolute gorgeous day. Today, on the other hand, is back to gloomy. I woke up to it's sprinkling outside. Well, a light rain, you'd say. But it's gotten a whole lot better. The roads are dried up right now. It's nothing puddling, but the temperature is dropping. The high here today will only hit 51. I think tonight is going to be in the high 30s, low 40s, I think. But nothing compared to what you guys up north are getting. You guys up north are getting all that nasty stuff. My 4 sons, good morning. Good morning. Andy, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Melanie, yeah, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it's a little nasty, but I know a lot of you guys up north have a whole lot of nastier stuff than what we get. But it kind of equals out. It kind of evens out a little bit because when hurricane season gets here, oh, good morning, Mark. How you doing? When hurricane season gets here, that's when we get all the nasty rain and wind and everything. While you guys up north are sitting there saying, ha, 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 this is how we get even for the winter. All right, all right. Nancy, what you got today? So for all the we have no problem with you being here in chat, but you will be respectful, right? I understand that, and I agree with that 100%. You know, you guys know I only have one rule. Be nice or be gone. That's how it works. I mean, if they want to come in and they want to debate their side of things, that's 100% fine. Okay, as long as they're nice and they're not causing issues with people in the chat, I expect everybody to be nice to them back. Okay, you can debate and get your thoughts and feelings across to other individuals without being nasty. And hey, I can just about guarantee everyone on this side of the fence, we're set in our ways when it comes to Jeremy Hales. There's absolutely nothing that can change our minds about this whole situation. All right. There's the only people that flips, and there's only one that I know that flipped from this side of the fence. That's a mentally deficient individual. Okay. That individual, she doesn't support anybody. She goes to where she can get the most attention. So to me, it's not a flipper, it's an attention whore. So she can be gone. But the people that they say have flipped to our side, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. We had this discussion the other day. I don't consider anyone that leaves Lisa a flipper. Okay. A flipper in my mind is okay if I left this side of the aisle and I went to that side of the aisle and I was agreeing with everything that Lynette was doing, and I was agreeing with everything that Lisa was doing. Now, that would be me being a flipper. But somebody that comes over here from that side of the fence doesn't necessarily agree with Jeremy, but they disagree with Lisa. So that's the whole situation there. I don't consider them flippers, okay? I'm glad they're here. I enjoy them. I mean, man, you got Peculiar Optics. Oh, she's a sweetheart. Very, very nice lady. You got Miyagi. I love Miyagi to death. She's a sweetheart as well. You got Here and After, Shell Bell. You got a lot of the guys, Victoria, that have came from that side of the fence because they saw what was going on with Lisa. She's a deranged individual. She's evil. She's mean and she's nasty. She's dedicated her whole channel to one thing, and that's trying to destroy Jeremy Hales. That's it. Okay. She has no other business but that. That's it. That's her whole business. And she started throwing around that torturous interference crap again the other night. I find that funny how the people that are actually making her money, she's the one that's saying that they're interfering with her business. You got Tug, Megan, Shizzy, you got Jay Hip, you got Jeremy. Okay. They are her business. Without her talking about those individuals, even myself, without her talking about all of us, she has no content. She has nothing. So how can any of us be interfering with her business? She's the one that's blocking people. She's the one that's kicking them out of her chat. She's the one that's telling them not to come back. The ones that were giving her money, not us. We're not telling anybody to do anything. Matter of fact, I hope she makes $1 million. Make all the money you want. Have fun with it. That's why you're on YouTube. I don't care. But to sit here and say that the people that you're making your content on is interfering with your business is ludicrous. It's absolutely insane. Oh, I have my favorites. Good morning. I have Coop in my left ear and Roz in my right. Yeah, they're talking about the Laura Owens stuff this morning. I caught about 15 minutes of their show before I had to start getting ready for everything. Yeah. So anyway, let's get on caught up. Man, the chat is already flying again this morning. Wow. Jack, what you got to say? I know a few that still have that central flange mentality. Come back here. Where'd you go? AKA middle school drama queen BS. I've blocked them. Except one. Right. Hey, that's the cool thing about a lot of these social media sites, right? Like Facebook and YouTube and all those places. If you don't like someone and you disagree with them to the point that you just don't want to see them, you can always block them. That's why they give us those tools. Okay. So if you don't like somebody, you don't want to argue with them, just block them. That's how easy that is. Robin, what you got to say? We love J&G and we love Coop and others, but we try not to get involved in too much because I know my mouth would get me in trouble. Yeah, my mouth, it gets me in trouble sometimes. but I think I'm a big enough person to where I can admit when I'm wrong. Just take, for instance, Tina Savage that was in here yesterday. Instead of researching who that person really was, and I still don't know who they actually are, but I didn't research it, and I made the claims that it was Tina Haley, the lady that lives beside Jeremy's ranch. So that's who I thought she was. Well, then certain people were telling me no, that she lives over in England. Some people are saying that it's Lisa. I don't know who it is. But I was big enough I could admit that, hey, that's not Tina Haley. Now, if it turns out to be Tina Haley, okay. But until I have proof that it is, I'm just going to say it's not. But I can admit when I'm wrong. But Fleece, on the other hand, oh, hell no, she ain't admitting nothing. Coop, for the new power cord for your 3D printer. Thank you so much, Susie. Thank you. Love you, girl. Love you. Thank you for the $10 super chat.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. That'll help keep the lights on with the printers. Yes, it will. I love it. And Susie says, good morning. Ivory. I can't pronounce her name. But good morning. DR's in the house. Good morning, girly girl. How you doing? And I have my favorites. I got Rogue Mama to 48 short of 1K. Oh, wow. Rogue Mama needs 48 more subscribers, to hit 1K. All right. One of you mods post Rogue Mama's link in the chat, and I'm going to pin it to the top. And we have 200 people in here right now. So she only needs, okay, you corrected yourself. She needs 58 more. All right. We've got almost 200 people in here. I think we can get her to 1,000. What you guys think? Oh, is this Rogue Mama? Oh, where is it? Please take a minute to check out Mama Coop. Okay, that's Mama Coop. If somebody would be so kind as to post her link, I will pin it to the top. And we'll try and get Rogue Mama up to 1,000 today. Let's see if we can do that. I know we can. I know we got 200 of you in here. As soon as I get that link posted, I will pin it to the top. That way, all you got to do is click it and head on over there. Okay, there's Mama Coop. My chat's trying to get caught up on YouTube, guys. As soon as it gets caught up, if somebody would be so kind as to post that, I'll grab it. Right. All right, it's caught up now. Double Karmer, hiya. Oh, is DK in the house? Please pop over and sub. We will be here when you get back. Right. As soon as I get the link, I will pin it, Susie. Right on. Just I gotta just give it a minute because I know people are a little bit behind. Oh, the Ginger Jim. How you doing? Hi, y'all. I knew I'd be late, but I'm catching up. Well, you're never late as long as you show up. That's all that matters. Jen. Wally, good morning. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Screenshot this popping in. Good morning. Elizabeth, how you doing? Oh, man. All right. Do we got Rogue Mama here? Yeah, we got Rogue Mama right there. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much, brother. Let me go grab her. There we go. All right. We'll just pin her right to the top. Bam. And just like that, Rogue Mama's link is pinned to the top, guys. She's 58 away. We've got over 200 folks in here listening. So jump over there, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for all notifications, because Rogue puts out some pretty cool stuff. I mean, it's one of the cutest raccoons that you'll see on the interwebs. What you got to say, Susie? Keep those haters hating. Thank you so much. Oh, no, that's DR. I'm sorry. Thank you, DR. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, girly girl. Much appreciated. All right, we got to get rid of this window. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Lethman a little bit today. Randy filing for all of the expenses that it's cost trying to serve this buffoon. You know, the guy that says he's not hiding from anything, but it's taken, 6 months to try and track him down. So Randy's asking for fees on that, which is right around $2,000, I think. I mean, when you look at the whole grand scheme of things, as far as how much Jeremy has dished out of his pocket, it's not a whole lot of money, but hell, it helps. It helps a little bit, you know. I mean, Jeremy's already almost $500,000 in debt over all of this. It's insane what's going on with this. And the funny part is none of those chuckleheads that he is suing has any money coming out of their pocket at all. I don't know about MLS and Bubbles. They might be paying for their lawyers. But I know Lynette and Crook haven't spent one dime out of their pocket for any of this. The bankruptcy stuff, I'm hoping the bankruptcy stuff changes that. Granted, if the bankruptcy is given to her where she can get rid of all of her debt, yes, the lawyers that they've hired to come in and investigate, they will get their money from what they sell. Okay. If they find anything, which I'm sure they will. But if her bankruptcy does not go through and it gets dismissed, all that money that those two law firms accumulate trying to search for hidden assets and trying to do the legal business of it, that could rack up into the thousands. I mean, into the thousands. And if that happens, if it gets dismissed, then she owes that bill. Oh my goodness. Does she even realize how much financial danger she is in by listening to all these people? Oh my God. They have literally ruined this woman, ruined her. Oh, Chucky, good morning. How you doing? How you doing, Faves? How is the greatest mod on all of the intras? Yeah, intrazones doing today. Great. Big Al, good morning, sir. How you doing? See if I can catch some of this. I'm back in the hospital, Kansas Heart Hospital. Had a few problems, and I'm running tests. Oh, shoot. Big Al, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I hope everything works out for you today. I really do. Because, I mean, guys, most of us in the chat, we're not in our prime anymore. We're not spring chickens anymore. And we start to feel things when you get up over 50 and above. We start needing to keep an eye on things. And I hope they fix you up, Big Al. I really do, man. Because you've been a very loyal supporter over here. You've been here all the time, and I much appreciate you being here. Doing great, Chucky. I have my favorite, says Susie. Good morning, MM Marsh. Oh, MM Marsh is here. Good morning, girly girl. Guy, whichever you may be. Oh, yeah. There's that. Yep, there's M Marsh. Good morning. Good morning, Marsh. How you doing? Okay. Oh, there's Joan. Good morning, Joan. How you doing? Scrolling back a little bit, see if I can see anybody that I may have missed. And like I said a while ago, if I missed you, I apologize. I do miss some people. Just know that you're in my thoughts. I'm thinking about each and every one of you. Surely, sure. Yes. Oh, Mark, how you doing? Good morning, Mark. How you doing? Oh, there's Joan. Prayers to Big Al. Yes, everybody keep Big Al in your thoughts. And while you're thinking about it, Buck Naked might be listening and he might not be, but he's going through some pretty rough stuff right now. So you guys keep him in your thoughts as well, because he's been a loyal supporter to a lot of us content creators that are following this story. And it'd be really great if you guys would keep him in your thoughts and prayers too. Scent Patty's in the house, sending good vibes your way, Big Al. Right on. Now, I know Robert's usually in the chat. I don't know if he's in here today, but y'all keep Robert in your prayers too. Oh, what do we got here? CK, been a member for 10 months of Level Kooks. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Glad to have you, CK. Glad to have you. Okay, James, what you got to say? Lynette is so screwed, and scary thing is she doesn't understand how much crap she's stuck. Oh, no, she doesn't. I agree with you on that one. In and because of the anti-ecosystem and her disgrace of a lawyer, Bruce. Yes, they have tremendously hurt that woman big time. Johnny D, good morning. Good morning. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Good morning. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. All right, guys and gals. Oh, yeah. Read what screenshot that said. Okay, let me go find it real quick. Let me go find it. What does screenshot this have to say? Okay. Not only financially, the bankruptcy has invited other court. Invited other court in where JH and his lawyers can get more facts of this story on record. Oh, right on, right on. Screenshot this. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. This stuff makes you do some thinking, guys. I mean, think about it. If these two chuckleheads would have just listened to that cease and desist, they wouldn't be in the position they're in now. It's crazy. They're being sued for millions of dollars. Millions. They've already got a restraining order on them for stalking and harassment. I honestly believe that the biggest part of the restraining order, I think in my opinion, the biggest part what got the restraining order granted is because she reached across state lines. She tried interfering across state lines with the people in Jeremy's village that he lives in Ohio. Specifically Mayor Dan. I'm sure there are a whole lot of other things that, were involved, but my gut feeling says the most damning stuff was the fact that she went across state lines. I really believe that. What you got to say? I have my favorites. Coop, do you remember if anyone in your chat may have referred to the child as Queen? Because Fleesa is livid. Of course, we care what happens to her. We are not animals. Faves, I don't have any idea. Was it yesterday? No, it was the day before. The day before, I think that's the day she was talking about where I couldn't see my chat. I had the pop out window from YouTube going. So I don't know if anybody said anything about the child being called a queen or not, to be honest with you. That stuff is so small. I was just barely able to pull out comments and read them here and there. But I don't see what her problem is. I mean, most of the people that's on this side of the fence have cared about the condition that child's living in. None of us over here have grifted off that child. Not one person. But boy, oh boy, has Fleesa has grifted off that child a lot. And not just for Christmas. I think at one point in time, she was even trying to say that the child needed a bedroom with a roof over her head of her own, which, hey, I'm all for that. But that's still using that child to grift for money. Okay. I think it's pretty sick. I do. I mean, the idea of anyone using a 6-year-old child to try and grift money off of people is pretty sick. Why don't you just get off your ass and go work? It's your child. Okay. You want to take care of your child, get off your butt and go to work. That's how it works. I worked my whole time raising my kids. I didn't take time off. There were days I was sicker than a dog. I didn't even want to get out of bed, but I got up and I went to work. Why? Because I had children to support. That's why I say point blank, John and Lynette should have never been given custody of that child, ever. I mean, come on, guys. They were on disability at the time. And at the time, I don't even think Michelle was on disability. I think she was trying to fight to get her disability at that point in time. I might be wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, I think she was trying to get disability during all of this time. Because if I'm not mistaken, it was just, a couple of years after she got the kid that she finally got approved for disability. I could be wrong, but that's just what's that popped in my head. But yeah, as far as the kid being called a queen, I don't have any idea. I didn't call her a queen. She's Harley Grace to me. She's a 6-year-old child. She's not a queen of anything. She's just a child that I believe is living in horrendous conditions. Now, let's get this straight right out of the gate. I am not advocating that anyone call anyone. I am advocating the exact opposite. Do not reach out to anyone that we talk to or talk about in this stream. Let the authorities do that. They don't need us getting involved in it. All right. Angie, what you got to say? Let me go find you. I see Susie saying something to you. Oh, man, I wish they would change the color of you guys' names where they stood out over all the text. All right. I don't know what Angie said. I don't see it, so it must have slipped by me. That, yeah, whatever this queen thing is, I have no idea. But now you guys got to remember, they've got people watching everything that all of us do, just like we have people watching everything they do. Okay. Lisa's biggest problem is she listens to the people in her chat without vetting shit. Okay. So there's no telling what these people are telling her. And she runs with it as gospel. I mean, I've seen her hundreds of times misquote things that Jeremy has said. Oh, Kitten Volunteer, what you got to say? Why would anyone call a child a queen? That blows my mind. I don't know. She's a child. She's not a queen. A child would be referred to as a princess. Oh, okay. All right. I can see that. Or sometimes Christians will refer to themselves as daughter of the king. Right? Right? There you go. I got you. But yeah, I don't know, Faves. I don't have any idea what she's babbling about. Most of the time think about it, guys. She literally thinks that I'm someone else. She literally thinks that I'm freaking emailing her, and I'm not. I'm probably one of the only people in this whole thing that adamantly refuses to contact anyone on that side of the fence. I mean, no offense to only me, but I'm not talking to him. I'm not talking to any of them. None of them. I mean, you got the blowout between her and Stacy and the mods, right? I like Stacy's 3D stuff, but I'm still not subscribed, and I still don't go in her chat. It's not because I don't trust Stacy. I just don't want anyone to be able to use anything I say to anyone on that side of the fence against Jeremy Hales. So I stay away. Now, once all of this stuff is over and said and done, will I probably subscribe to Stacy? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I do like some of the stuff that Stacy does on her channel. Okay. I mean, granted, I don't like the stuff that was going on with Lisa on there, but hey, it's over with as far as I know. Oh, Nenny, what is Rogue up to now? I don't know. I can go look real quick. Let me go look. Pull down. Let's go see what Rogue's up to. Dun 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 dun. Where do I go? There we go. Let's see. She is 947 right now. All right, guys, we got 261 fabulous souls hanging out. We sure do. All right. She needs what? 53 subscribers to hit that 1,000 mark. Let's see if we can't get her up to that 1,000 mark, guys. There's 261 of us. It doesn't cost a dime. It's absolutely free to subscribe to somebody. And who knows, you just might find some stuff over on her channel that you actually love to watch. She has a bunch of stuff over there. So if you guys don't mind, like Susie said a while ago, we'll still be here when you get back. The link for Rogue Mama's channel is pinned right to the top of the chat. So just click the link, run over there, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and come on back. All right, let's go. Let's go. What did Susie have to say? Queen, I didn't realize that. You are now very popular. Okay, I guess you're talking about HG. Okay, and now, guys, I don't know John and Lynette. Never met them a day in my life. Really don't care to know them. Do I think the child needs a better living environment? You're darn right I do. I really do. Not based off of anything that anybody in chats have said, not based on anything that Jeremy has said or Tug or any of them guys. I base all of my opinions on what I've heard from 911 calls, what I've seen with my own two eyes on the Fish and Game guy. Okay, that's what I base my opinion on. And these people are not nice people. I don't think a child that young should be around individuals that scream 24 hours a day. Tor Hill, good morning, girly girl. Banana bread money. Thank you so much, Tor Hill, for the $2 super chat. Means a lot to me, girly girl. I hope you're nice and warm over there. I really do. I really do. Oh, that will be J content. My favorite says, there you go. There you go. There. Oh, let's get something straight right out of the gate. All right. I invited Ketchup on yesterday morning just to have some fun. I'm not taking Ketchup from JJ Bean. Okay. No. I'm not interfering with his harem that he has going on over there. All right. But Jay, if you're listening, brother, yes. Oh no, you're with Rosalind right now. I do have all of your little girly girls scheduled their own days. So just to pre-warn you. Johnny D, what you got to say, Nancy? Johnny D, I have a cold, but I'm still here saying hi. Oh, okay. That's right. She does. Nancy's got a bad cold right now, guys. Susie, Nanny said hi in chat to Mark Cooper is here. Oh, is he here? Because I know Mark goes by Mark the Spark on YouTube. So if you guys see Mark the Spark in the chat, that's Mark Cooper from Facebook. Okay. That's the individual that she's calling me. That's who she's referring to as me. So thank you so much, Susie, for the $5 super chat, girly girl. Means a lot. Means a lot.
Thank you, my friend.
I know Mark was in here yesterday, they said, and the chat was flying so fast, I didn't even have a chance to see. So, Mark, if you're listening, brother, welcome. If you do, if he does put something in the chat saying something, you guys let me know. I'll make sure and pull it up on the screen, because how can I be Mark Cooper when I'm sitting here live streaming if he's in my chat? So I will definitely put it up on the screen. All right. But it's really not the fact that she's calling me Mark. It's the fact that months ago she said she blocked Mark from emailing her. So if she blocked him months ago, how did she get an email from him the other day? So right there, that proves she's a liar. Okay, if there were any doubts that she was a liar, that just clinched them all right there. It's undeniable now. Coops, double ganger, right, Angie? Right? Let's see. Mark Cooper. We're calling you, please. I saw him over on Facebook. Somebody posted a post over there talking about it. And I saw him on Facebook and talked to him over there in the comments. It's funny. It's definitely funny. His biggest question is why didn't she read the other emails that he sent? That's what he's wanting to know. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, she doesn't want to read any emails that he sent because he's probably right. But who knows? Who knows? I don't know anything about the emails, only what she said, and they ain't got nothing to do with me. Bunsen, what you got to say? It was funny that Ketchup was picking up Coop's accent by the end of the stream. Was she? Was she? I didn't even notice. I didn't get a chance to go back and listen to my stream from yesterday. I usually do when Mama's live at night. I'll listen to my stream over. I'll sit here in the kitchen or in the office sometimes and listen to it. I do that a lot, trying to improve on things that Buck, there he is. How you doing, Buck? We were just talking about you earlier, brother. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling better. Felisa says she doesn't care. Give the proof. Come back here. Give the proof that Mark Cooper isn't you. She won't believe it. He will still be you. Yeah, she made that perfectly clear. I mean, the chuckleheads in her chat were telling her, hey, Mark Cooper and Jim Cooper are two different things. Okay. And she still proceeded. I don't care. I don't care. We know how people with their fake accounts over on Facebook are. I don't care. Well, you know, you might care one of these days if you get popped into a lawsuit about it. I'm not going to put you in a lawsuit. I could care less what you say about me. I do like proving you to be a liar, though. What you got to say here and after Stacy Nat channel last night is no drama and fun. Yes, I was in her. Well, I wasn't in her chat. I did watch Stacy for a little while last night here and after. Several of us are there, Mr. Coop. You would be welcomed. Oh, I know. I've had several people, ask me to come over and hang out. It's just, with all of this stuff that's going on, you guys know I don't want to cause any problems for Jeremy and what he has going on. And I'm not saying that me hanging out over in Stacy's chat would cause problems. I just want to make sure that it doesn't. So until all of this nasty stuff is over with, I will watch, but I will not participate. And it's nothing to do against Stacy whatsoever. Okay, here we need to get themes like up and share. We need to get them. Oh, yeah. Okay, Tammy. Yeah, we need to get the likes up. We need to get them up. We need to get them up. So, guys and gals, if you don't mind, please hit that like button. Teach old screw tube to throw us out into the interwebs. All right, let me go check Rogue Panda again real quick. Let me refresh, see where she's sitting. All right. She's up to 951, guys. She only needs 49 more subscribers. We have 275 people watching. Let's see if we can't get her up to 1,000 by the end of this show, boys and girls. Yes. Rogue has some cool stuff over there. Yes, she does. All right. I think I better get into some of this stuff. We've been going for about an hour or so. We got about, I think it's 10-page motion from Randy seeking sanctions and lawyer's fees, blah, 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 for trying to get Luthman served. So you guys ready to talk about that for a little bit? I am. I'm about to bring my electric blanket in the living room and plug it in. Nanny, Mama has been sleeping under her electric blanket, which I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But me, I'm very hot-blooded. So I really can't stand being hot when I'm trying to sleep. So the thoughts of putting an electric blanket on me are a no-go. Will I throw another quilt or something on top, another comforter on top? Yeah, if I'm really cold. But most of the time, I just sleep under my one thin comforter, and I'm good to go. All right, let's pull up some stuff and have some fun here. All right. Oh, that's not supposed to be like that. Here we go. Now, here we go. Let me get rid of this pinned comment. There we go. Let's catch up. Oh, Hello, Twerking Tammy. You were so scared to correct Lisa. You know how wrong she is most of the time. MS Coast Life. You're right. You're right. Did anybody happen to read I Watch So You Don't Have To's post from the other day? Very enlightening. Very enlightening. She's like the Facebook. How can I say this? She's the Facebook JJ Bean, or JJ Bean is the YouTube I Watch So You Don't Have to. Basically, she does, I don't know what she calls them. I don't think they're called flea caps, but they're pretty funny. They're pretty funny what she puts up. They're pretty funny. All right, guys and gals, let's get into this. Let's get into this. Let's do a little bit of talking about what's going on here. All right. So let's hit play. Oh, that's not going to play because I didn't do it right. So let me get rid of this right now, and I'll bring it right back up. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Okay. I forgot I have to go and do all of this good stuff or you guys can't hear anything. Back to the window, back here, bam, there we go. Now you guys should hear it. I'm going to play just a few seconds of it. You guys tell me in the chat if you can hear it. I'm pretty sure you can.
Page 1 of 9 United States District Court for the Northern District of Florida Gainesville Division Case No. 125 CV00058 RHMJF Elephant.
All right, you guys hearing it? All righty. Mark Spark, they sure are. Oh, is Mark in the chat? Let me dig this out. There he is. There he is. We all know she's here lurking and reporting back to Lisa. Okay, Tammy, meet Mark the Spark. Mark the Spark, meet Tammy. Okay, Mark the Spark is Mark Cooper. Okay, this is the individual that emailed Lisa, not I. Not I. Let her try and spin that one. Thank you, Mark, for having joining us in chat today, brother. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Sure is. All right. They sure are. Okay. Let me see. Did you guys hear it? Okay. Everybody's saying yep. All right. Let's rock on with this. Oh, Cynic in the house. MrCoop Show, domain name now. To YouTube, redirects to YouTube. Cool beans. Thank you, Cynic, for the $2 super chat, brother. Greatly appreciated. Much greatly appreciated.
Thank you, my friend.
Welcome back. All right, let's get on with reading this document.
Page 1 of 9 United States District Court for the Northern District of Florida Gainesville Division Case No. 125 CV00058 RHMJF Elephant Shoe, LLC, an Ohio limited liability company D.B.A. WhatTheHales and Jeremy B. Hales, plaintiffs, versus Lynette Michelle Lacey Alexis Preston, John Cook, Bruce Pages Metzkin, Lisa Lee, Marla Hughes, David Circa Helm, Robert J. Kescey, David Michael Teschendorf, Raymond G. Bonebrake, Jr. and Richard Luthmann, defendants. ____, motion for expenses incurred in making service and attorney's fees pursuant to Rule 4D of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Plaintiffs Jeremy B. Hales and Elephant Shoe, LLC D.B.A. WhatTheHales by and through the undersigned counsel, pursuant to Rule 4D of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, and hereby respectfully move this court to award expenses incurred in making service and attorney's fees against defendant Richard Luthmann. In support of this motion, plaintiffs state. Factual background 1. On June 18, 2025, plaintiffs filed their second amended complaint in this action, naming Richard Luthmann as a defendant. Case 125 CV00058 RHZCB Document 157 filed the 4th of February 26, page 1 of 9. 2. On August 17, 2025, plaintiffs sent a request for waiver of service to defendant Luthmann via email to Richard.
Okay, so I got to skip over that, guys, because I don't want that. I don't want his address read. So let's make sure we get down to. Oh yeah, I'll make sure and get down to that.
And via United States Postal Service Priority Mail. 3. On the same day, August 17, 2025, defendant LUTHMANN responded to the email, acknowledging receipt of the waiver request but explicitly refusing to waive service, stating, "Your purported notice is rejected in toto for all purposes, legal, media, entertainment, and other." 4. Prior to sending the waiver request, plaintiffs had already made numerous unsuccessful attempts to serve defendant LUTHMANN at multiple addresses where he was believed to reside, as documented in the affidavits of process servers Elvis Durrity, Sean Loudermilk, and Robert Goldsmith. Doc. 115. 5. Between May 9, 2025, and August 16, 2025, process servers made at least 11 separate attempts to serve defendant LUTHMANN at various addresses in Florida, including
6 attempts at one, 4 attempts at another, and then other addresses identified through investigation. U.S. priority mail sent to defendant Luthman at his blank address, where returned and marked return to sender. See Exhibit 1. All right, so we're going to go here. There we go.
7. Process server Robert Goldsmith's affidavit dated August 17, 2025, concluded that, despite diligent efforts and multiple investigative approaches, I was unable to personally serve the defendant. Based on the totality of evidence, including avoidance behavior and vague statements made publicly by the defendant, I believe the defendant is intentionally evading service. Doc. 115, paragraph mark 7.
Now, this is one of the process servers talking about how he believes that Luthman is avoiding service deliberately. All right, deliberately. All right, let's get back to going.
7. Process server Robert Goldsmith's.
We don't want 7 again. We want 8.
On August 4, 2025, plaintiffs attempted substitute service by leaving a copy of the summons and complaint with defendant LUTHMANN's stepmother.
And then there's the address, guys.
Upon information and belief, defendant LUTHMANN registered a motor vehicle using that address. 9. On September 29, 2025, plaintiffs filed a motion to declare valid service of process and entry of default and other relief, Doc. 115. 10. On October 30, 2025, this court issued an order, Doc. 132, which, among other things, denied without prejudice plaintiff's request for service costs under Fed. R. Civ. Page 4, D. 2, stating that plaintiffs may refile a motion seeking such costs after defendant Luthman has been served. 11. On December 29, 2025, plaintiffs effectuated substitute service on defendant LUTHMANN pursuant to Florida statutes section 48.161 and section 48.181 by serving the Florida Department of State, Division of Corporations, as defendant's agent for service of process. Case 125 CV00058 RHZCB document 157 filed the 4th of February 26 page 3 of 9.
All right, guys. This is a question I have for all. Well, it's not really a question. Jeremy and Randy tried going after Tetchendorf, Stupid Dave, for the same stuff. And the judge denied them. Okay, denied it. Why? I don't know. I don't have any idea. But this right here, seeking the same, fees, this judge shouldn't deny this. I mean, Luthman's all over social media telling all of these people that he's deliberately running and hiding. He knows about the case. So I hope that this judge is not stupid enough to dismiss this one as well. It's about time that Jeremy and Randy get a win as far as financial goes, because they have dished out more money than any of these chuckleheads will ever think about. All right.
On January 22, 2026, the clerk of court entered a default against defendant LUTHMANN for failure to respond to the complaint. 13. When a defendant located within the United States fails, without good cause, to sign and return a waiver requested by a plaintiff, the court must impose on the defendant a. the expenses later incurred in making service, and b. the reasonable expenses, including attorney's fees, of any motion required to collect those service expenses. 14. USCS Fed Rule Civ Proc R4 explicitly states that good cause does not include a belief that the lawsuit is groundless, or that it has been brought in an improper venue, or that the court has no jurisdiction over this matter or over the defendant or the defendant's property. 15. Defendant Luthman has not shown good cause for his failure to return the waiver of service. In fact, his actions demonstrate a deliberate attempt to evade service, as evidenced by his refusal of the mailed request and his taunting of plaintiffs on YouTube about not being served.
Right, there you go, boys and girls. His taunting of plaintiff on YouTube about not being served. See, and this is the kind of stuff right here that this judge needs to take into account. Not only are they evading service, they're literally making a mockery out of the courts. They're making a mockery out of everything. Oh, good morning, SMN. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, Simba, how you doing? How you doing? I think I saw somebody else pop in while we were talking, or while the thing was talking. Mama Pam, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Roy, good morning. I think I saw Roy earlier. There was somebody else that I saw. I don't think the magistrate sees 80% of these filings. I think the clerk decides most of it. Screenshot this says. Yeah, that could be. That could be. That could be. Good morning, SMN. All right. And I can't remember. Oh, there's where I left off. All right. So here we go.
As a result of defendant Luthman's failure to waive service, plaintiffs have incurred the following expenses in attempting to effectuate service. South Florida Legal Services of Naples $165.54. Naples Private Investigations, LLC $1,500. Case 125 CV00058 RHCCB Document 157 filed the 4th of February 26, page 4 of 9.
Oh, right. Roy. Okay. That's right. He's in another state. So that kind of a little bit different. I can understand that. Right. Okay. Well, this one, I don't see why the judge should deny this one. I don't. Anyway, on with the show.
Eugene.
Oh, you're not going to do the rest of it, huh? I don't want all of it. And we'll just start it right there.
Eugene Griffin G-Man Private Investigation and Process Server $610. OO Accurate Serve of Gainesville $174.50 total $2,450.04 17. Additionally, plaintiffs have incurred attorney's fees in preparing and filing this motion. 18. Pursuant to Local Rule 54.1, plaintiffs will file the required declarations in support of the attorney's fee amount if the court determines that plaintiffs are entitled to a fee award. Argument 19. Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 4, D, requires defendants to avoid unnecessary expenses of serving a summons. The rule specifically provides that if a defendant located in the United States fails, without good cause, to sign and return a waiver of service requested by a plaintiff, the court must impose on the defendant the expenses later incurred in making service and the reasonable expenses, including attorney's fees, of any motion required to collect those service expenses. 20. Defendant LUTHMANN is located in the United States, as evidenced by his court filings in the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Florida listing Address is in Naples, Florida, and his email response to plaintiff's waiver request. 21. Defendant LUTHMANN failed to return a signed waiver of service as requested by plaintiffs on August 17, 2025. Instead, he explicitly rejected the request and demanded strict compliance with FRCP Rule 4. 22. Defendant LUTHMANN has not shown good cause for his failure to waive service. His email response rejecting the waiver request did not provide any legitimate reason for refusing to waive service but rather demonstrated a deliberate intent to increase plaintiff's burden and expenses in effectuating service. 23. The process server affidavits and other evidence demonstrate that defendant LUTHMANN was actively evading service, which further supports the conclusion that his refusal to waive service was without good cause. 24. This court's order of October 30, 2025, Doc. 132, recognized that plaintiffs may seek service costs under Fed. R. Civ. Page 4, D. 2, after defendant LUTHMANN has been served. 25. Defendant LUTHMANN has now been served through substitute service, as evidenced by the return of substitute service of process filed with this court, and the clerk has entered a default against him. 26. Accordingly, plaintiffs are entitled to recover the expenses incurred in making service and the attorney's fees associated with this motion pursuant to Rule 4, D, of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Conclusion: Defendant Luthman failed to return the waiver of service as requested and has not shown good cause for this failure. Instead, he has actively evaded service, causing plaintiffs to incur additional expenses in attempting to effectuate service and in preparing this motion. Under Rule 4, D. 2, of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, the court must impose on Defendant Luthman the expenses incurred in making service and the reasonable expenses, including attorney's fees, of this motion. Good faith certification pursuant to Local Rule 7.1, B. Counsel for plaintiff conferred with Defendant Luthman pro se via written correspondence via email on February 3, 2026, in a good faith effort to resolve the issues raised by the motion. Defendant Luthman pro se responded on February 3, 2026, but the parties were unable to agree on the resolution of the issues raised by the motion. Wherefore, plaintiffs respectfully request that this honorable court grant this motion for expenses incurred in making service and attorney's fees pursuant to Rule 4, D, of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Order Defendant Luthman to pay plaintiffs reasonable expenses incurred in attempting to effectuate service. Order Defendant Luthman to pay plaintiffs reasonable expenses, including attorney's fees, incurred in preparing and filing this motion, and grant such other and further relief as this court deems just and proper.
All right. And then all the rest of this is just certifying that this is serviced and all that good stuff. Yeah. So there we go, guys. So what you guys think? You think the judge is going to pony up this time? Randy always writes some very clear and to the point motions, in my opinion. I really do. Oh, there she is. Dose Reality. Good morning. That's who I was looking for a while ago. To be fair, Hales dishes out the money. Randy receives it. Right. Right. You're right, Dose. You're right. French Psycho. Good morning. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Butt naked. What you got to say? Oh, that may only be $2,000 in expenses, but that's over 4% of the total cost of JH legal fees so far. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's not going to take a huge dent out of what he's had to come out of pocket with, but you know, every little bit helps when you have people that you're suing deliberately trying to cost them money. The only reason that they have for trying to hide from service is to drag it out, is to cost Jeremy more money. There is no other reason than that. They could have easily waived service a long time ago. The only reason they haven't is because they wanted to cost Jeremy more money. They're hoping to bankrupt Jeremy is what they're hoping to do. I don't think it's going to work. I mean, Jeremy and George, they get up every morning. From the time they get up to the time they go to bed, they're working almost every single day. They're earning the money to keep this going. Something none of those chuckleheads are doing. Okay. When it starts costing them money, maybe they will start thinking about what's going on. What you got to say, Rickles? I see you popped in. Good morning, sir. Mr. Coop, has the judge granted out or coming out of his pocket yet? Or is he still seed in a blue bucket? Right. Right. Yeah. I don't think he's came out of his bucket. I don't know. I don't know. We will see. We will see. I think somebody, who was it? I think I was in Shizzy's chat last night, and I can't remember who it was, but somebody had told Shizzy that nobody's even heard from the judge since November. That's a long time ago. And there's been several motions that's been brought to his attention since then. So I don't know what's going on with all that. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how all this stuff works. That's why I talk to you guys, you know. Oh, what you got to say, Greg? Mr. Coop, the plant will deny it like Norman. Oh, okay. He's a weak judge. Didn't you know Paint Chips showed the new Revenge Corn yesterday? Oh, no, I didn't know that, Greg. He's got something new out now? Or are you talking about the one that Leslie made depicting poor Megan Fox with no clothes on? Is that the one you're referring to? Rickles, good morning. Rickles, hi. Bridget, Susie, come on, let me get caught up here. Bridget, Sharon, Angie, it seems like it has been forever. No justice for Jeremy and George. You know, I've been defending this judge for a long time, over a year. Okay, but I'm starting really looking at it now that he is biased against Jeremy. I really am, because these chuckleheads seem to be filing all this garbage. And yes, Lisa, I'm calling Paint Chips motion garbage. 130 pages. Okay, it's garbage. Just the same kind of goofy shit that Bubbles tried. Hey, there's... Oh, whose birthday is it? Oh, is it SMN's birthday? Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. Y'all hang on to your hats, boys and girls. Hang on to your hats. Let me pull this off the screen for a minute. Well, I just unshare this. Remove. There we go. All right. SMN. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. You're older. Woo-hoo. You might need more candles than your cake can handle. Let's say happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, SMN. Happy birthday. Wish you many, many more, brother. Many, many more. All right. What's Sharon got to say? Paint Chips made some type of alligator schmecks with smecks what Tug found. Oh, did he? I haven't seen that. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to Paint Chips. Okay. I should pay more attention to him to see what kind of stupidity he's doing. I just find him very irritating. To me, he's a fool. He's an absolute fool. I don't see how, all of the garbage that he talks on social media and seems to think that he can just get away with it. Eventually, I do believe some court somewhere is going to catch up with him. Okay. And he's going to wish that he would have acted more like MLS and more like Bubbles as far as those two are going right now. They're keeping their mouths shut and they're staying out of the limelight. But then again, when you're dealing with these kind of people, they want that shock value. They think that they're smart when actually they're ignorant. It's going to come back to bite them. It really is. I mean, when you have someone that'll stand on a platform boasting about how much they know and how much smarter they are than everyone else, well, guess what? The ones that yell the loudest are usually the stupidest ones in the bunch. Me, I make mistakes. I'm not a professional in any damn thing. I come on here. We look over these documents. We give our opinions. We talk about them. That's about it. But I'm not a professional at anything. Well, I was at one time. I was an actual professional meat cutter at one time, but hey, I'm retired now. So there is that. Okay, Tug shared it last night. That is what people are saying about the Paint Chips new video. Oh, okay. I watched probably about an hour or so of Tug. I was flipping back and forth between Tug and Megan and watching regular TV. So I didn't see that. I didn't hear that particular part. I'll go back probably and look and listen on replay when I'm out in my shop. Roy, what you got to say? If Belito doesn't resign this in soon, he will lose total control over this court. Right? Yeah, you're right. What you got to say, Dose? Oh, the journalist Luthman is simply not a well man. I cannot understand how people don't see it and listen to him, right? I mean, think about it. Michelle Preston and John Crook, they've always been morons. But these people have gotten them in such a bad state when it comes to this lawsuit and everything. I don't know why anybody listens to anything they're saying. I mean, granted, this is the second motion where Randy's filed asking for attorney's fees against these chuckleheads. Whether it gets denied or not, I don't know. I know that he got denied before. But when it comes to wins and losses as far as motions are concerned, almost everything that everybody on that side of the fence files gets dismissed. Okay, I don't know how many dismissals have been filed and have got dismissed. Randy, on the other hand, as far as his record for denials and dismissals, nowhere's near theirs. Nowhere's near theirs. Oh, good morning, Al. Just got home from the wife's doctor's appointment. I hope she's doing all right, brother. I really do. I really do. All right, guys and gals, we got 293 people hanging out in here to see what old Coop's got to say today. All right. Pinned to the top of the chat there is Rogue Mama's YouTube page. If you guys are not subscribed to her, please go over and check her out. If you see stuff that you like, hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell for all notifications. It's free, absolutely free. Show a little bit of YouTube love for the Rogue Mama. All right, let's go see what Rogue's at right now. Let's hit some refresh button and see how many she needs. She doesn't need that many. She's got 952. That means she needs 48 more subscribers to hit the golden number of 1,000. All right. All right. Now, Rogue Mama, she's usually in the chat on and off. She's not in here all the time, but when she is, she always has some good stuff to talk about. All right. Al Walker, good morning, kind sir. Mr. Paul Voss says. Oh, Al, hope okay. He's okay. Oh, okay. Wow, what do you got to say, Angie? All this problem for JH is over 3 years, right? Right? You're right. I mean, think about it. He went almost a year of listening to these people talk crap about him all over social media. When I say people, I mean John and Lynette. Okay? They were talking mad shit all over Facebook and all over the places where Jeremy does business. His business is run from social media. Okay, they do stuff on Whatnot. They sell their products on Whatnot. And at the time all this first started, Jeremy was doing eBay and he was doing little auctions on his YouTube page. And he was also starting to do dollar sales at the schoolhouse. Well, when you're going all over Facebook to these community center or these communities, like for instance, what's going on in Levy County or and stuff like that, and you've got Crook out there plastering all this negative shit about Jeremy Hales, you've got Lynette posting all this negative stuff about Jeremy Hales. Well, that affects his business because who wants to do business with somebody they don't find credible? So they were literally going after his business, and he blew all that shit off. It's not until the signs popped up where he finally said enough was enough. And that's where everything started. I mean, but They don't want to talk about that. He spent a year listening to these guys trying to ruin his business before he ever did anything legally. I mean, he's got more behind him than I do. I mean, I don't think I would have went a year. I think John and I would have had a nice discussion one day and it would have stopped. But I don't know. I don't blame him one bit for the direction he's in. He's got the time. He's got the funds and the resources to handle this legally. I agree with what he's doing 100%. I sure do. I sure do. All right. Let me, I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm going to refresh this real quick so you'll see me pop off the screen, but I will be right back. Reload. Didn't take very long. That didn't take very long at all. In and out, right back to it. Rogue supported me to become a mod for Megan Fox. You know, she's a smata. Yep. Right. Rogue's a fun lady. She puts out some fun stuff. I really like the stuff she puts out. But yeah, guys and gals, Rogue Mama's link is pinned to the top of the chat. So you don't have to hunt it down. Just click, go on over, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for all notifications. If you find it in you to subscribe, oh wow, now she's only 45 away. Wow, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right, Paul, I agree with you so much. Faves and Rogue have the fastest fingers and funny stuff to say in chat. Oh, wow. Mama's home already. All right. I'm surprised the birds didn't even let me know Mama was home. Wow. The birds must not be feeling very well today. All righty. What do we got here? Frenchie not trying to. Okay. All right, let's go. Well, now she's loud. Oh, Buffed Old Man, what you got to say? Good morning, sir. Luthman has some wild fetish with alligator sex and JH. Sickos like this yell their garbage because they have jack crap to contribute to society. Right? I mean, one of these days, he's going to run into somebody that's just as bad as he is with their mouth. And how's he going to like that? I mean, I'm all for free speech. Okay, I am. And as much as people hate to say this and hate to say that, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of free speech is just that. It's free speech. Doesn't mean it's right. But these garbage makers or garbage dwellers, they just don't care. And that's what Richard's trying to do. He's trying to use the free speech aspect to his advantage, which in my opinion, I think it just makes him look really bad with the judge. I really do. Okay, Al Walker's in the house. Jen Thunder's in the house. All right. French Psycho. Susie, Paul, yes. Paul, I think you slowed my chat down just a little too much, brother. Can you speed her back up just a little? Oh, I'm guessing Paint Chips will be fighting the default judgment. Oh, okay. He will appeal to the district court's judge, then up to the Court of Appeals. Maybe Al, he might. I don't know. Maybe Paint Chips misses his prison husband, Roy says. Ain't no telling. I do know a lot of the stuff that he's done could very well end him back up in jail. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Oh, Buffed Old Man, please. Or these punks have free speech. More power to them. I also have free speech. The free speech to call them out on their BS. See, that's right, Buffed Old Man. I agree with you. I think it's hilarious. You got Lisa over here talking about suing everybody because of their free speech. Okay. Yet she's allowed, she seems to think she's the only one allowed to talk about this whole situation. It's absolutely insane. It's crazy. Oh, I have my favorites. I have gotten great advice from Rogue Mama when I started modding. She really is the best. It is why I really want to do this for her. She deserves this. Right, she does. And I guys, I love promoting channels that I like. Okay. I know that I promote a lot of channels on here, and a lot of times, if it weren't for the mods, I would forget half the stuff. I mean, Paul, Nancy, Nanny, Susie, Tammy, all the mods that post links for me. If it weren't for them, I'd be lost. There's so many great content creators out there that I want to push and help grow. As small as my channel is, I would love to be able to help grow everybody. It's just I forget a lot. I really do. Rogue Mama, she's always been very sweet to me. She's always been very nice. I don't have anything mean to say about her. I like her content when she comes out with stuff. I really like her posts over on Facebook. They're hilarious. So yeah, I support Rogue. I think she does some funny stuff over there. Oh, Robin, what you got to say? Bolitho was poisoned by all the letters sent to him against Jeremy Hales. Oh, wow. He should have disclosed these communications like the Ohio judge did. I'm serious. I'm seriously about widespread corruption in Florida. Well, it's not really a Florida thing. You have the same stuff going on in other states. It's just right now that Florida's really polarized with what's going on, especially in this community because of what's happened. Okay. So yeah, it makes a lot of people look bad on Florida. But Florida is no worse than Georgia or Kentucky or Tennessee or California when it comes. You have bad apples in every state, just like you do with police officers. There's some good ones, there's some bad ones. Okay, but as a whole, you can't just blame a whole state for a few bad apples in that state. Because trust me, I love Florida. Florida has its quirks and it has its problems, but it also has a lot of good stuff, a lot of good people here. So we can't really just blame Florida. Oh, yes, there are so many awesome channels. Love Rogue Mama, the raccoon, right? Or Rogue's raccoon, right? Oh, it's Levy County. Yeah, see, I don't live in Levy County. I don't really know a whole lot about Levy County other than you got a couple chuckleheads up there messing with Jeremy Heads. That's about it. I have my favorites. What you got to say? I'm in love with Vinny. He is so cute. Who's Vinny? Is it one of Rogue's characters? All right. I have subbed to Rogue Mama for a while. Okay. Right on. Nanny Clampett, what you got to say? There's a case in Kentucky that the law was not served at all. Okay, I don't know what case you're talking about. Don't know what case you're talking about. All right. I'm with who is Vinny, by the way? I don't know who Vinny is, Faves. You're gonna have to tell me. Now you got my curiosity going. All right, we're gonna jump on over here. I'm gonna pull up another document that we got. It's not from court. This is I watch so you don't have to. This is what she put out on February 3rd, 2026. It's her, I guess you would say her flea cap. I guess. I don't know what she calls it over here. But let's have a little read on this. What you guys think? I've always liked her stuff. I just always forget that she's out there. And I don't know why. But she always has some really funny stuff that she puts out. Share. All right. You guys ready? Let's go. All right. Oops, a few. Oh, it's her new puppy. Oh, okay. All right. I'll have to go check that. That's right. She did send me a picture of that. I think she sent a picture of it, or I saw it somewhere. Looks like a little German Shepherd pup. Okay. All right, let's get on with the show. You guys listen up. Let's have some fun.
2, 3, 26 tisk 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 germ place your bets early, folks. Right out of the paddock, we have Fleesa with a marbly mouth reading the newest document, number 95, about the liar nuts BK motion. Unreacted and in its glorious virgin form, mind you. In our first race to the finish, the flea prances around like a mare in heat on the fact that Teresa Bender asked the court to employ counsel in the matter. She points out that Randy isn't listed on the document as being in any way special. She whinnies real loud as she tries to bring up document number 94 and tells Twerks that it's basically a similar document. Whoa, there Nellie, no it's not. She finally reads that the trustee wants to employ a different law firm for the Chapter 7 case. She scrolls past the pages like a wildfire just taking off. I am not going to go through it, and then she says she will put it somewhere so her fanbase can read it later. Does the old broodmare have a secret trove of documents she shares? Blink blink, but my point in showing this to you, right now, okay, is clearly the fact that WhatTheHales has been stating, okay, for I don't know for how long or how many times he stated it, but he has told everybody that his attorney Shotchit, dramatic pause inserted here, Shotchit, is being, was hired on and contracted to be the attorney for the trustee in the bankruptcy case. How many times did he say this? The old mare giggles through her bit that Germ has once again proved to be a liar with his pants on fire. Now there is the filing, and it has nothing to do with Shotchit. Fleesa swallows hard and declares, once again, Jeremy Hale Dollar, your dumbass is debunked again. Check your ticket stubs, ladies and gents, and if your ticket in hand says, the flea will skip over the meaning of the written motion, then you are a winner and can claim your winnings at ticket booth number 4. The broodmare Fleesa and the filly Twerks laugh at Germ and his big mouth. The flea admits as she flips through her notes that, sure, she went through that really fast, and claims she is still under the weather, and I don't feel like reading through the docket. She hammers and haws about how they read it later, and she ain't lying, the proof is there. She sure trots away from the truth of the document, leaving her hungry warwars believing that nothing was worth reading through her eyes, as if placing blinkers over their eyes so they can't see what's on the side. Sneaky she turns her lips up in a curl and claims from the dead track, she can't believe some of these other freaking hater channels even read this. Oh, but they did, and we know the truth of what it implies for the liar nuts, while the warriors are left in the stands believing a flea. Womp womp, the old flea beats the fact, over and over, like a dead horse, that the document is only about Jeremy lying and that Shotchit is not in the race. He's full of chit, a liar, an absolute 100% liar, she whinnies from her throne. She pours it on real thick, like a sweet molasses drip, that she can't believe she even has to state some of this stuff. It's just ridiculous how much this guy freaking lies, every word out of his mouth. Lord TB, if the warriors would take their blinders off, then they may be able to see the truth, but unfortunately, her sweet feed is only what they crave. Nay, the flea jockeys up again and claims every word that Germ speaks is a lie and insane, claiming it's all for content only. She twists her big ass around in the stall and states that Germ lies so much, has so many excuses when she debunks him. When the warrior Scampy Pants asks a question about the document, the flea starts prancing again and settles on, my point is, Jeremy lied so many times. The narrative, the flea soon starts whinnying about, and it turns into a mocking of the Germ for even suggesting that they would get the flea's financials, blah, blah, blah. I mean, so much chit came out of him, saying Shotchit was now contacted as the counsel, you know. I was just laughing because there would be so many hoops that you would have to go through, and it would be opposed immediately because he's a plaintiff against liar nuts. Well, it sure sounds like the flea is going to lope around any truth tonight. Nay, the flea busts out that Germ doesn't know anything about the law and only leads his clueless herd into a pasture of lies because they don't know the law like she does. They just believe everything he says, it's just ridiculous. Moving on to race number 2, the flea smacks her lips and asks, what else happened today? Pooper Scooper is denying he ever emailed me today and snorts very loudly that she has since blocked him. She claims the block on her email was necessary because he just wouldn't stop. I don't care who you are, you're just a Pooper Scooper, to me, the flea nickers with disdain. When she claims that Mr. Co-op stated he was going to make money off her content, she says she immediately trotted over there and downloaded his video. Go ahead, see how that works for you. Did you ever hear about tortious interference? The flea asks the twerk if it wasn't Co-op that made that wishing well for the memorial, and acts like that in itself would disqualify Co-op from any future race. Twerks has her own spin on Coop's stream and states, all he did was read the filing and report how much trouble the flea was going to be in. She tells the flea that when Co-op mentioned the $100,000 in assets that Liar Nuts has received, the flea rears up in a grand gesture and tells her to stop it right there. Fleece's voice rises a few octaves as she blurts out, who considers $100,000 as one of Liar Nuts' assets. Twerky is put in the spot. Acting as if she were sent back to the pasture, she begins to stutter and pause before stating, I don't know what he is referring to, in an attempt to defuse the situation. Fleesa begins to kick her hooves in the dirt and states, well, the bankruptcy court does not consider any money, has anything to do with me, Liar Nuts' assets, let alone $56K, let alone $100K, so let's just get that straight, right now, right here, right freaking now. Do not listen to Jeremy Hale Dollar, the flea warns her warriors. She then explains how stupefied Jeremy was when her name appeared on the creditors list. She claims she didn't even have to say anything because her name alone shook him to his core. He freaked out and told the trustee that I was filming it or probably recording it when he got off air out of the court. He even did his 5:30 show and stated that he couldn't believe that I was there. As the flea enters the second stretch, she quickly reminds the twerk and the warriors, I tell ya, I shocked the shit out of him, and the reason why is because he is so afraid that I was going to be reporting it and that he couldn't lie to his people because I would have the proof that he was lying. Twerk sighs in disbelief and neighs a small and almost unbelievable, yup. The flea starts nickering again, how she could prove it all just from the transcripts if she wanted to. How did she get the transcripts on the day of the proceeding? Blink blink, seriously, on the day of? How is that possible? I would never go that far, I am not Jeremy Hale Dollar, and just anybody recording, I think it was him. He's the one with the spyware, he's the one with the cameras in the glasses, a camera pen, and all that shit. I don't do that kind of crazy, I don't need to. So, Jeremy Hale Dollar is a lying sack of poop, and that's my opinion, and I have plenty of proof of it, and yep. The flea navigates back around the corner, and to the $100,000. She states, nowhere does it say in the BK paperwork that it says anything about $100,000. All of a sudden, she is clanking that Pooper Scooper gets his advice from Vagination and is getting his advice like, I dunno, trained by Jeremy Hale Dollar. Twerks all of a sudden, as if wearing a too tight bridle, tells the fat flea that she doesn't think Co-op really has too much to do with vag anymore. As Twerk starts rattling off her reasons why she believes that, the flea begins talking over her to shut her up. She tells the flea that it's probably also due to all the infighting on Facebook. The flea isn't happy that Twerks has her opinion. Twerks then adds quickly that Co-op has now fallen in line, let's put it that way. Right, the flea says after Twerk's assumptions. So apparently the Coops is offering $1,000 for proof that he sent emails to me, the flea cedes while claiming she knows nothing about it, in which Co-op speaks. I have emails from Mark Cooper, whom I am calling Jim Cooper. Twerks responds really fast out of the gate and reassures the flea that is why Co-op is offering that money, because it's not him. But the flea nickers right back, I don't believe it's him. She then goes into a tirade on her reasoning. Well, as I look at the clock, I see that this race for justice is over for me for the day and I put that old nag out to pasture. I have important things to do with some bug drawings that can't be pushed off any longer. So, Toodles Poodles 2005, 3 hours 24 minutes and 32 seconds IWSYDHT. The 4th of February 26.
All right, guys. If you guys are on Facebook and you're not reading I watch so you don't have to stuff, she puts out some hilarious stuff. I mean hilarious stuff. You guys need to check her out. If you're on Facebook, her stuff is in text form. You don't get the J form where Jay is sitting there, where Jay's talking, but the stuff she writes is absolutely gold. I love it. It's hilarious. This is a two-parter here. We'll get over that. We'll get onto this one here shortly. She did her main one, but she had quit listening to Fleesa. Oh, what you got to say, Susie? Can't wait to see storage video with Lips and Jeremy. Haha. Right, Susie? Right? Absolutely. They keep talking about all this evidence that they have, and yet they have produced none. Not one stitch. Oh, let me guess. They're going to hold on to it for court. Can we say cough, cough, bullshit? Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. Thank you so much, Susie, for the $5 super chat. Girly girl means a lot to me.
Thank you,
Sure
my
does.
friend.
Sure does. Here and after, yes, telling others to flag and report is not okay, right? Right? But she does that all the time. She wants to sit back and bark that everybody's interfering with her business. As far as I know, no one on this side of the pond is flagging or reporting shit. A matter of fact, I tell everyone to stay as far away from her as they can. Now, she wants to talk about people inciting. She's literally telling her followers to do harm to Jeremy Hales' business by reporting his social media posts and his videos. It's the clear definition of what he's suing these people for. This is unbelievable that she would continue with this kind of behavior. This is literally why she's being sued. It's head scratching, let me tell you. Oh, I didn't think she could set out in a district sunlight. Oh, direct sunlight, right? She probably can't. She probably can't. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What do we got here? Oh, I have my favorites. I like that. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, but hey, that's just me sometimes. All right. I have my favorites. Image sees through the diaper. Okay. Gotcha. Who else we got in here? Oh, good morning, Georgie. How you doing? Welcome. You must have came in when I was in the middle of reading that, and I didn't see you. All right. Good morning, Georgie. All right, Bridget, what you got to say? Waiting on Chinese food for lunch. Oh, so jealous. That sounds so good right now. We've got a restaurant at the mall over in Lakeland that Mama and Coop and I like to go eat at. They have several Chinese restaurants or Asian restaurants, whatever you want to call them. But there's one in the mall in Lakeland that has this honey something chicken. Oh. When you bite it, you hear that crunch of that chicken, and it's got honey and spice on it. Oh my God. It's not too hot. It's just the right flavor. Mama usually gets vegetables with hers. I usually get fried rice. So yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Susie, for the $5 super chat. Flea mentioned everybody in the stream, right? She always does. She's a clown. Oh, give me you, Gemma. Can you imagine the stink from that puddle of Botox? God, Jesus Christ, Susie, you get a little graphic. You're getting a little graphic there, girly. Fleabag is panicked. I do believe you're right, Jack. I believe you're right 100%. I really do. She seems to be one of those people that can't handle stress. And this is how she lashes out trying to deal with the stress that she's under. I mean, think about it, guys. She's got a $4 million lawsuit hanging over her head. Who in their right mind would not be worried about that? And here she is every night sitting there still trying to destroy the man's business. She's literally telling her people in her chat to mess with the man's business by reporting his content. I don't see why anybody thinks that that's a smart idea. It doesn't seem that way to me. What you got to say, Tammy? Seriously, the anti-people need to take off their fake reality glasses and get back to reality world or the real world. I agree with you 100%. I think that the people that follow Lisa, because we all know you know, she might have 400 or 500 people watching one of her streams, but she only has maybe at best 100 of them that participate in her chat, that are there to actually support her. So that should tell her something right then and there. And the ones that are in her chat, I think they're there for rage. They don't really care what the situation is as long as they get their rage fed. That's my belief. That's how I figure it. Oh, Randy has given Bender the info. We will see what happens. Right. Now, see, as I think it was Aster, asked something about Randy being hired by the trustee. I don't know if he was actually hired in the end or not. Okay. I never saw any paperwork on that. But regardless of whether he was hired or not, he has a ton of evidence that he has turned over to the trustee. Obviously, the trustee must be putting stock into what he turned over, because she's went and hired these two firms to literally investigate the evidence that he's turned over. So whether he's on the payroll or not, I'm not going to sit here and call WhatTheHales a liar, because at the time, yeah, probably the trustee was thinking about hiring him. Something might have happened. Who knows? I don't know. But what I do know, and what is fact, is the fact that the trustee has hired two law firms to do exactly what Jeremy said Randy was going to end up doing. She doesn't want to talk about that. She doesn't want to talk about that at all. I mean, you've got the McMullen bunch that's going to come in and turn over every dead turtle looking for every dime and dollar that Lynette and Crook have. And then you've got the Bender law firm that's going to do all the legal work that it needs to be done. She doesn't want to talk about that. So Lisa, Tammy, if you're listening, what about all the doo-doo that Michelle's going to be in because of all of this? Do you guys realize you have talked this woman into doing this, filing this bankruptcy, and this is going to end up hurting her even worse financially in the long run? Lynette, Crook, if you're listening out there, I know you think that we're all full of crap, but just look at what you're fixing to go through. If they throw Lynette's bankruptcy out the window and they dismiss it, all of those fees that have been incurred by these two law firms, she's going to be responsible for paying. Okay. If it doesn't get thrown out, okay, all of the assets that will be seized and sold will pay their attorney's fees. So no out of pocket. Okay. Your creditors will just get a little bit less than what they would have gotten before. But think about that. If this gets dismissed, the amount of money, just the law firm that is doing the legal part of it. What did we come up with yesterday? $670 an hour that they're going to charge for any legal work that needs to be done. Guys, these lawyers can rack up 10 hours worth of work real flipping fast. Think about that for a second. 10 times 670, that's $6,700. That's just 10 hours. Not to mention the 40% that they're going to charge for the people that are going to be investigating. So, Crook, Lynette, you guys might want to really think about what's going on here, because these people are not going to pay your bills. Lisa and all of them are not going to step up and pay for these lawyers when this is all said and done. You're going to be left holding the bag on every bit of this. What you got to say? I have my favorites. Mr. Coop. I was referring to Fleesa and her logic. When it doesn't make sense, it must be from sitting in a vibrating chair. Oh, I got you. It has caused shaken walrus syndrome. Oh, you guys come up with some of the cleverest stuff. Oh, what's Susie got to say? Mark, do tell. Did you send Coop email? No, no. Mark hasn't sent me any email that I know of. Oh, matter of fact, Mark. Oh, matter of fact, he did. Oh my goodness. What did you send me? Oh, what is this? Oh no, this isn't Mark. Calling a female child a queen. Oh, okay. Somebody sent me this. Generally intends as a high compliment, signing respect and empowerment. Oh, okay. That's the conversation we were having earlier about HG. Apparently somebody in my chat called her a queen. Okay. I got you. Thank you for that. And then what do we got here? Oh, it's another one, another email on the queen thing. Okay. I am Queen on YouTube. The other day I asked if they would really take the RV vehicle land, leaving for homeless and without a car. A mod answered Queen HG. Oh, okay. Queen HG wouldn't be allowed to stay with LP. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have any idea about what the mods said to you. So I'm not gonna say yay or nay on that. I'm not gonna stick your name out there. I keep everybody's real names private to email me. So if you're still listening, I read your email. Yes, I understand what you're saying. As far as that goes, I have no idea who's going to get the kid or what's going to happen. I have no idea. None whatsoever. But thank you for the email. All right, let's go on down and see what else is going on. All right, Dose, what you got to say? Folding laundry. I keep trying to get them to do some reality. Oh, a Dose reality. I agree. Rage and lineness. Yeah, right. Wanting to belong to something is a good part of anti-Hales, right? Right. You're absolutely right. Dose reality. Oh, by the way, I have pushed her channel in the past, guys and gals. Dose reality has some good content over there as well. So if you guys, want to check out another opinion on this whole thing, Dose reality gives some good opinions. I watch her stuff about twice a week, when I can, when it pops up on my feed. So you guys check her out. She's got some good opinions. What else we got going on? Let's go. Oh, Coop, it won't be dismissed if they are bringing in the lawyers at this point. Maybe. I don't know, Tammy. I don't know a whole lot about bankruptcy. Matter of fact, I don't know a whole lot about anything. It is actually probably going to cost Preston a lot more. But Fleesa wanted to protect herself and did not want Randy. Okay. I think I remember Hales saying Randy was asked. Fleesa went and changed it. Okay. I got you. But yeah, they'll go after her for every asset that they can possibly find. These people are going to get Fleesa too. Just will cost Preston more, right? I do believe so. And that's another thing she said, how can they even come after me? Lisa says, how can they come after me? Well, it's this pesky little barn thing that you raised money for, considering the barn belongs to Lynette and Crook. Yeah, you put yourself in it, all right? And this money wasn't sent for you. It was sent for that barn. Guess who owns the barn? I just don't understand how she can't wrap her head around that. It doesn't make sense to me, all right? Yes, she got the money to finish the barn. The barn belongs to those two. If she's not going to finish the barn, she needs to give those two the money. That's how it works. And she can't believe the $100,000. Well, she keeps quoting the $56,000. Yeah, we all know that only me gave him $56,000. She's also made claims in the past that she received that much, if more, than what he donated from other people that donated. Do the math, guys. 56,000. If it was doubled, that's $112,000. she doesn't think people are smart enough to figure this stuff out. These people are going to get fleeced too. Yeah, they are. They are. Yeah, I'm sending myself emails. But no, that wasn't an email from Mark. No, it wasn't. It was an email from two people in the chat. I'm not going to out their names because I don't do that. All right. All right. Oops, my math isn't mathing. Laugh out loud. 40K per week in costs, Chucky says. 40K per week in costs. What do you mean by that? I know that the McMullen team are charging 40% of the total estimated value of everything. So if it's $100, they get $40. Oh, SMN, shaking walrus syndrome. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. I like that one. I like that one. Oh, the Queen HG thing is exactly what happens when people gossip. Right, right. See, I didn't see any of that in my chat. But hey, I'm the host. I'm the one that's on panel, so they're gonna blame me for it. I didn't even see the conversation. Don't even know what the conversation was about, really. All I know is Lisa was making a big stink out of it. What you got to say, Nanny? I just feel so sorry for their chair. Tammy, what you got to say, girly girl? When I filed years ago, they took my mobile home and the only vehicle I had at the end of the bankruptcy. See, I mean, I think that these idiots have gotten Crook and Michelle talked into all of this crap that can and can't happen. And I think it's all BS. At the end of the day, I think this is going to financially ruin these guys. And if it ain't bad enough, you got Jeremy got him in a lawsuit too. Terry, what you got to say? Good morning, all. Been lurking the whole time. I am feeling run down, so taking it easy. Well, girly girl, I hope you start feeling a whole lot better. It sucks, this time of the year, wintertime. It just really sucks when it's gloomy and nasty outside. It just makes everybody feel poorly. But I really hope you get to feeling better. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It means a lot to me. That'll help keep the lights on a little bit longer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Hey, Joe, good morning. First time I've seen you this morning. I'm sure you've been in there or been in here all day. Good morning, good morning. Miss Tammy, I'm very sorry to hear this for you. I hope life got better and you are happy now. Yeah, my mom and dad, I think I was around 10 or so, and my dad had to have heart surgery done. He had a heart murmur, and heart disease ran in his family. His dad passed away when he was 42 and left. My dad was the youngest of three, and he wound up quitting school and going to work to help support the family. I think he quit school in like 7th grade. And his older brother and sister, he put them all the way through high school. He clothed them, fed them, put them through high school, and put them through college. And the saddest part of that whole thing is they treated my stepdad like total garbage, like he was a piece of crap. And here he was. He quit school being the youngest of the three and put them through school and college and helped them. But anyway, he had a heart murmur, which was fine. But what was odd about it is at the same age as his dad, at 42, he had a heart attack. They got him to the hospital and they had to do that quadruple bypass stuff. Now we're talking about in the 80s, guys. This was the heart surgery stuff back then was still fairly young. So he got 10 years. He got 10 years out of that before he finally passed away. But he was a good man, So yeah, this heart failure stuff, I hate to see anybody have it. I really do. But anyway, my parents ended up filing bankruptcy because, he couldn't work anymore. They permanently disabled him, retired him. If he got caught working, he would get in trouble with his disability. So, yeah, I don't see how these people are able to do all this. But the bankruptcy stuff, I was too young to know anything about it. I didn't understand it at the time, so I really didn't know what was going on. Mom and dad did not lose their house. They did not lose. Well, they did lose their vehicle. I think that's the reason they filed bankruptcy, because I think they had the truck was financed. They did lose the truck. Of course, my mom got a new car, but they really weren't hurt that bad. It was just the medical bills, I think, that they were trying to get debt relief on. But yeah, Lynette and Crook, I got a feeling they're going to be in some serious doo-doo. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, I really do. Listening to Bubbles and Lisa and all these people with all of their wisdom, I think it's going to cost them in the long run legally. I'm hoping that they get sent to the prison in other states. I don't think that Crook and Lynette are going to see any jail time, really. I think they might see some probation. Now, if they continue with breaking the restraining order, they could possibly see some jail time. But when it comes to Fleesa and Paint Chips and all them other morons, I have no idea what's going to happen with those guys. People can speculate and give opinions on it, but me, I really don't know what's going to happen. Nanny, but I would like to know the manufacturer of the chair. Because, Jesus, just go watch her video, Nanny. She talks all about it. Matter of fact, I think she even posts links of where you can buy it. So yeah, she can inform you all about that magical sex chair of hers. Oh, Harry, I bet the poor truck that hauls Fleesa around goes through a set of shocks once a week. Jesus Christ, you guys are being mean. Oh, those pesky barns and meddling viewers wanting to see justice, right? Those, right. Let's get caught up here. I'm a little far behind again. Buck Naked, I hope you're feeling better, brother. So Fleesa is claiming torturous interference. I guess that means she's only doing this for content. Oh, and the truth is hurting her business. Yeah, exactly, Buck Naked. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. The people that's hurting her business that she claims are the actual people that she's making money off of. So yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. But then again, what does Lisa say that does make sense? Oh, can ChatGPT go through Flea's videos and do a summary of how much money was raised? You know, Randy, I don't know if you can run a video through ChatGPT or not. I would be interested to know if that can be done. So if anybody does any research on that, let me know, because that would be interesting if you could run a video through ChatGPT to get a summary of what the video is about. That would be very interesting, because right now, basically, since she has her what do they call that, transcripts turned off, basically people are having to download and then re-upload something for transcripts. So I don't know if ChatGPT will do that or not. I'm sure we've got a lot of people in the chat that use ChatGPT, so I'm sure somebody will figure it out if it can be done. Oh, you do not want to mess around with bankruptcy courts or IRS. You are 100% right, Sharon. You do not want to mess with those people at all. They IRS, especially IRS, come in. They don't care who you are. They'll come in and take everything you own if you owe them money. In bankruptcy court, law firm will seize all assets if someone else is on the asset, vehicle, property. Court will give them the approximate amount for the asset. Oh, okay, cool. It's over 130,000. Diane says, I don't know what you're talking about, Diane. All right. Is that Diane? Yeah, Diane. All right. You are fine. Okay. Trying to tag Hobie, but it tagged you instead. Okay. I gotta go. Going to the doctor appointment. All right, Joan, you have a good, safe trip. I hope everything works out with the doctor's appointment. Oh, I meant their misunderstanding of misinformation and the flea circus. That stems from a combination of gossip and wanting to lie to make money. Right, right. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Sure do. I sure do. Dose reality. Sure do. Was folding a sheet. Jen, good morning. Hope everything goes well. Suzanne, oh, Suzanne leaving too? Suzanne got a doctor's appointment. Anything LP gave to someone else in the last 3 years doesn't count for bankruptcy court. Simply to find out via Google under Fed laws. Oh, Susie educating people in the chat. There you go. There you go. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how all this works out. What you got to say, Buck? Agreed, Coop. LNOP gets painkillers at her age and functions. Oh, okay. I don't know if she's taking painkillers or not. It's just people say she is. So, but I'm not going to say she is. I don't know. I don't live with her. I saw her chomp on a pill one time on camera, but she said it was aspirin. I'm just going to leave it at that. It was an aspirin. I don't know. Could be something different. Don't know. Wasn't there. I can't. And at a much older age and turmoil cause, I might get accidented. I hope you do fine, brother. I like having you around. I hope you last, make it a long, long time, brother. I really do. Really do. All right. I still believe the ecosystem and Fleece motivate to, Fleece's motive is jail time for Elemental P and JC. So the child is placed in foster care. Oh, that's an interesting theory, Sharon. That could be. But now let's not forget, you might be seeing Lynette in her chat. Okay. But let's not forget, it's just a few months ago, those two were at each other's throat. She's made it perfectly clear that she wants Fleece in jail because Fleece's got her money. So my question is, with Lynette back in her chat, has Fleece turned over more of that cash? Because, remember, those two were saying some pretty awful things about each other. They were going at each other tooth and nail. And all of a sudden now Lynette's back in her chat again. So did somebody make a little payment here or a little payment there? Now that's just purely speculation, guys. That's just my opinion. That's just what I'm wondering. I don't know. I'm going to tell you straight up. If I was fighting with somebody on the internet like those two were, so publicly like that, the last thing you would see me would be in their chat. That's just how that works. I wouldn't be going anywhere near them. I will side with Lynette on that, though. She brought the proof. She brought the freaking receipts. She showed it all. Oh, on ChatGPT, theoretically, I think so. And Megan said that last night, and think our problem is that ChatGPT AI stuff so often goofs, right? Okay, I got you. Oh, now I do know if you've got the transcript from a live stream, I know you can feed that into ChatGPT and see what it'll summarize. And I do know that when you do summaries that you can get as detailed as you want or as funny as you want with the summaries. I mean, ChatGPT gives you a lot of choices. Her multiple pill crushes says otherwise, right? You guys are back on the pain meds. Oh, Coop, Lynette abuses. Okay, Jack. Okay. I don't know what she abuses. I'm not in her house, so I'm not going to say definitely that she abuses anything because I don't know. I've never seen it with my own two eyes, brother. I'll just leave it at that. How's that sound? Oh, these people need to also realize that anything sold to collect funds will be sold at fire sales, right? Fire sale prices. Yeah, which means next to nothing. Then these firms take their fees. Ooh. Worth of property may only be in 30K value than fees. Well, I don't think they have that much in value. I really don't. I'm still trying to wonder how she got out of not itemizing everything that she has in that big shed. None of that stuff was on her inventory list for bankruptcy. So is that all his stuff? Is that all Crook stuff she gonna claim? Coop, I don't believe that Elemental P in Flea's chat. The chat syntax and tone are different. Just my 2 cents. Oh. I never even thought about that, Buff Doe Man. You could be right. I don't know. Oh, I think so. I think Flea's a paid lawyer. But nothing in life is free. She swung a deal with Preston and Crook that seems clear. I wouldn't doubt that at all. I really wouldn't. It might be. I don't know. Wow, man, time has gotten by on me today, guys. Whoo, my goodness. I think I'm going to head you guys to the barn. I've got to run uptown with Mama. I've got to pick up some stuff for the house. And all that good stuff. Man, my goodness, you guys have been awesome today. This 2 hours just flew by. I didn't even realize we were already 8 minutes over. All right, guys and gals, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope we learned a little something. I really appreciate all the super chats, all the memberships that we're given. It helps keep the show going. With that being said, you guys all know I'm on Monday through Friday, 11 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time till 1 o'clock or roundabout 1 o'clock. And pretty much Coop's going to say poof. Y'all have a wonderful day.